Hello, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now, before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this is a soul medicine read, and yeah, let's get started. First, we have, for the opening guidance, number 17, Release, Shaman, the Song Within. To end sorrow and pain, one must have a keen sense of awareness, a clear and simple mind. Simplicity requires a great deal of discipline, intelligence, and sensitivity. It is not an abstract item. The shaman must summon inner strength not only of thought but of soul. He must surrender, open, and release himself, as a cocoon must release the butterfly. Inspiration blows through you like the winds of creation, not blustering but soft, like the flutter of a butterfly wings on your cheek. As clouds pass, the sun brings forth the wild sensuousness of the earth. Awaken the bursting with bloom. Opening the rich vitality of your inner heart, new vision bursts forth from your chest with a clarity of an eagle's eye. Your soul knows the landscape of your destiny. Trust in this. Nurturing. Only we can heal ourselves, sometimes with assistance, sometimes without. Our energy or chakra systems correspond to the energy flow from the earth. If you listen and feel, Mother Earth will heal you as you heal her. With the nurturing force of timeless give and take, prayer enables you to take power out of the mind and then place it in the hands of the earth and sky deities. Try to see through the mirage of social barriers that cloud the eyes of women and men the world over. Nurture your dreams. Act in your dreams as you want to act. Find your guarded kivas and sacred places where you have hidden your heart and nurture your spirit. So what we have on board, we have 21, healing. We have Virgo, the energy around you that is dutiful, hesitant, humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. And we have Cancer, the doula, and it's a feeling, sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, birthing, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody, receptive, lunar, sensual, introverted, defensive, family orientated. We have Unleash Your Creativity, Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Semi-sextile, which is allowing. And it says encourages, sees the potential, and clarifies, gives hope, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, and rewards. And then we have the Carnivorous Flower Fairy. A tempting offer has a high price, which is the second house. And it says your assets, finances, and things that you value. And we have that here with Chiron, which is healing again. And its healing powers, growth, amends, release, personal development, inherited issues, self-doubt, generational traumas, shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, softness, and pain. So we have reflections. What you contemplate, you actualize with have faith in your dreams, wax and crescent moons with enlightenment. We also have beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit with hold your vision and fixed moon here with creativity. We have energy fields adjustment, aura cleansing, and health with sacrifice and complacency. We have the prince in the shadow attribute, and it's it's using power for self-aggrandization. Healer of the ages and financial constraints in reverse. And we have king in the shadow reverse, and it's I can't read that upside down. It's allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions, and that's with blossoming abundance and door to value in reverse. We have Messiah in the light attributes, and that is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed, with door to spirit in reverse and confidence in reverse. And then we have the child, the wounded, in the shadow attributes, and that is blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. And then we have the angel of balance and closing guidance. All right, so yeah. Okay, so what I'm seeing on the board for us is that this is a time of healing if we want it. But we're going to have to do the work. We're going to have to do the grunge work. We're going to have to actually get our hands dirty. But in saying that, it's also telling us that we're not alone in this. The Spirit is here to help us. Following our passion would be a great way to help us with the healing. Because over here where it says healing, Virgo, and Cancer, so this is telling me that there's a lot of personal healing that we need to do. There's a lot of little things in our family, with probably your mother or us being mothers, if we're your mother, or just a feminine energy in your life right now that really needs to heal. There's a lot of unresolved issues. There's a lot of unresolved pain because Chiron is here as well. But it's telling us that we need to unleash our creativity instead of focusing more on our pain. Not to say to hide from the pain, of course not, because the fifth house is also here and it's telling us to follow our passions. Right above it, we have the Lantern Fairy, a clear solution. So it's telling us that we can be guided, but we just have to come out of confusion, okay? And with the follow our dreams, it's asking us to really put up with the endurance. Oh, I broke my rocks, crystals. To really endure, to keep going. Don't give up on ourselves, on our passions, because there's a lot of ways that we can benefit from this. But we're going to have to be like the Sagittarius to aim and shoots the arrow and never misses the mark, even when it zigzags. Okay? Because there's people in our lives that are attaching to us based on our finances, assets, and things that they require and need. And you're sticking with this person as well because you feel like they give you something. So there's a lot of healing here that needs to happen. And it's a deep hidden thing, right? Because the Scorpio house is right above it. So this is something that's hidden from us, or we're hiding from ourselves. Is that maybe that we are attaching to people based on finances and not having faith and trust in the divine path that we are walking, or the divine path that we're meant to walk. Because right here again, it's telling us that what we actualize, we bring about. So if you're thinking that whatever dream you're having is going to fail, then it will fail, because that's where you're putting your energies. But it's showing you right now that you will become enlightened in order for you to have faith in this dream. Because it's telling you again with this Sagittarius energy is that luck is on our sides, right? But in order for us to get these things, we're going to have to have integrity to form, just like with here is what you think about, you bring about. So you can't be on the outside thinking that your business is, or projecting that your business is going to flourish or your creativity is going to flourish, and then on the inside, that's not true. You have to be one and hold the vision, because things take time to build. So we can't just start something and then say, oh, I want to do something else. Or you have to hold the vision. That's pretty much it, right? Because creation, nothing happens overnight in creation. And this right here is energy field adjustment. So it's saying to me that there's a lot of healing work that needs to be done, a lot of cleansing, and we need to take care of our health as well. But we're holding on to so much pain because this person is willing to, like, this is to me like the ride and die chick of this deck. And she's willing to go to hell in a handbasket for whatever she says she's in love with. And she's complacent about doing the necessary healing work on herself. So we have to remember that the healer of the ages is here for us. And we can't use our powers to just speak that we're grand and that we're good. We really have to be this. Oh, that was the knight, not the king. Okay? Because we can fix any financial constraints that we're in. It's just that we have to do the necessary healing first. Because finances are it's still energy. It's current. It's meant to be moved. So anything that moves brings forth energy. So we still have to fix ourselves in order to gain these necessary finances. Because right here too, it's like saying you're having an allegiance to destructive patterns or destructive ways of being, and you have this blossoming abundance. So you're getting trickling things from you sitting here with this thing that is not so good for you, but the door to value, the door to real value is hidden from you. Because this is a 3, and then if this turns down to a 4. So that's just telling me that the stability that we're looking for isn't really found just yet, because we have patterns or people that we're sticking to, and it's actually a detriment. And the fact that we have lack of faith in spirit, we don't have confidence either, is because we think that we're the only ones that this can happen. Spirit is asking us to shut our mouth and open our eyes. So stop boasting. Stop bragging. Just do the work. And watch how wonderful he is. Watch how he opens the door to finances. But there's, again, the wounded child that needs healing. And the orange just reminds me here of this energy field adjustments, was telling us that it's time. It's time for us to do the necessary healing to be able to find that balance in our lives. Why is the healing the Virgo and the Cancer here? Two of Earth. Yeah, so we're juggling so much that we're not seeing. What are we juggling? Two cards, please. What is it that we're juggling with the healing, the Virgo, and the Cancer? What is it that... Okay, thank you. So to me, it's telling us that we're juggling, the finances, like we're juggling between having the strength to continue the healing process or to focus mostly on our finances. Why is the Sagittarius, the Unleash here? Okay. Yeah. Four of Water. It's because we felt like we've missed out on an opportunity, and things didn't turn out the way that we wanted because we were stifling our creativity, where it could have actually been greater for us if we would just allow things to play out how they're supposed to and just do the work. Why is the Corona... wow, sorry. I'm so dynamic. Okay, why is the Carnivorous Flower Fairy here with the second house and the Chiron? Why is the Carnivorous Flower Fairy here with the second house and Chiron? Ten of Water. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like somebody is hanging around because they want this stability, they want this family life, but their real intention is about finances. Yeah. And see, at the bottom, that's the Hierophant card. So there's a deceptive energy around family, around money. Why is the Ten of Water here with the Carnivorous Flower Fairy, the second house, and Chiron? Renewal. Yeah. See, somebody is in a family situation and they're looking for a second chance, but they're not coming from a genuine place. Yeah, see, look. Five of Earth at the bottom of the deck. So somebody is feeling like if they leave this situation, they're going to be in poverty. And so they're deceiving the person, and it's telling them that, if going back to this would be a very high cost to them, because it's time for them to stretch their wings and to do something else. Why is the reflection card here with to have faith and enlightenment? Yeah, don't give up, protect that which you've created. Exactly. So if you're feeling doubtful about yourself, if you're feeling like you haven't done enough, it's telling you don't throw in a towel. Don't throw your hands up and give up on what you've already created. You're going to get a chance to become enlightened, to see. You just need to stick with it. You're at a baby stage right now, and things take time to build. Why is the Beauty here with whole division and creation? Why is Beauty here with whole division? Okay, thank you. Six of Fire. Exactly. Keep going. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated out of this great opportunity that you have, but it's within your own creation. Why is the energy field adjustment here with sacrifice and complacency? Or what is the necessary? Okay. What is the necessary sacrifice that must be made in order for the energy field, the cleansing to take place? What is the necessary? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so it's saying if you're holding on to this thing that looks like stability that's not really stability, it's telling you that it's time to move to karma waters where you can actually have the proper environment to heal in. Why is the Prince here with the Healer of Ages and financial constraints in reverse? Why is the Prince in reverse with Healer of the Ages? Okay. Four of Earth. Again, holding on because we don't want to feel like we don't have it. Why is the Prince in reverse with the Healer of the Ages and the financial constraints in reverse with the Four of Earth? Justice. Yeah. But we just have to be able to really think about what is our wish fulfillment and give ourselves the justice necessary to move on. and stop holding on so tightly. A closed hand is a closed hand. It can neither give nor receive. We must always remember that. Why is the Knight in reverse? Okay. Two of Fire. Yeah. See, we're at a crossroads, but it's like telling us that it was time to pick a path. But because we're seeing blossoming abundance, not real abundance opening up to us like the door of value, but we're seeing traits of a little bit, a glimmer of hope. And we're refusing to pick a path because we're scared we might miss it. Why is the Two of Wands in reverse? Two cards, please. Why is the Two of... One more, please. One more card for the Two of Wands in reverse, please. Can I have one more card for the Two of Wands in reverse, please? Thank you. So, yeah, okay. Yeah. So right now we're expecting the word self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. But what's going to happen is a life experience is going to happen because that's what we're bringing in. That's what we're calling forth. We're calling forth destruction. Why is the Messiah here with the door of spirit in reverse and confidence in reverse? Unity, okay, popped out, right? So we're actually thinking that the only way that we could do this is by sticking to our traditional beliefs that we're the only ones who can bring forth what we want, and not remembering that spirit has a big part of it. The universe has a big part with it. Creation has a big part of it. Why is the Unity card here? Okay. Yeah. One more. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're sitting here waiting on our ships to come in, but we keep on forgetting that, okay, if you look at this, right, there's her and her dragon, and there's 3 wands. Who represents the 3rd wand? It would have to be spirit. But we're not really willing to have an equal give and take with spirit. We're stuck in the cycles of, I got to do everything by myself. And while we're doing this, our dreams are dissipating and we're missing our destiny because we haven't been able to find balance because we're stuck in confusion. Why is the child, the wounded child here with the Angel of Balance? Why is the wounded child here with the Angel of Balance? Yeah. See? And it's telling us to look at things from a different perspective, right? But the wounded child is here with the Knight of Fire and Release. So we're so busy moving about, you know, that we are deceiving ourselves because we're thinking up strategies when we really should be letting go, right? And following our intuition. But we're so wanting to be this man holding a coin that we're sometimes in the wrong energies at the wrong time. And this is calling for us a lot of rest and rejuvenation. And again, with the High Priestess of Air. So this is our thoughts. But yeah, we're so busy that we don't have time to do the necessary healing. And it's telling us that it's time to put an end to this. Like if we are a Knight of Wands in somebody's life, or a Knight of Wands is in our life, somebody who is just in and out sexually, or we're just in and out sexually because we're have a wounded inner child that we haven't dealt with, it's telling us it's time to release that so we can gain back the necessary balance. Okay. Yeah. We have to allow the enlightenment to happen. Last messages. 7 cards, please, for the last messages before we get to the closing guidance. Can I have 7 cards, please, for the last messages before we go to the closing guidance? 6 more, please. 6 more cards, please. Five more. 24. 3. 2. Thank you. So, all right. Okay. All right. So again, we have to find balance because there goes choice and duality. So we have to find balance. Being able to get control of our emotions plus our earthly things, the finances. And we have to remember again what we reflect on, we're bringing in. So you have to find the balance between your emotions and what you practical needs. Because if your emotions are all over the place and they're wild and you're thinking about all the things that could go wrong, then that's exactly what's going to happen. And I didn't even realize that I placed this on top of this. But yeah, we have to be careful about these relationships that we're in and making sure that we're not in it for deceptive reasons or the person isn't with us for deceptive reasons. I mean, I know there's always a give and a take in relationships, but sometimes you're with people and they just take so much of you and from you. It doesn't necessarily have to be finances. It could be emotions. It could be your time. It could be what you need in order to build these dreams, and you're giving it all away to someone else and your dreams aren't being built properly, right? Because we're so interested in receiving an offer, but is this offer really good for us? Because here, this is the ego card, this is the devil card, and it says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. But this is the stuff that smells good, feels good, tastes good, looks good, but destroys us in the end. And we're here looking for this Ace of Pentacles, this gift, but we're going to get messages about this. And it's going to be messages of good things, of finances, of happiness, of a rewarding life, whether that's with the family or not. Because once we can do the healing, the King of Earth, a successful time coming in, this is confidence, this is healing, this is hope. But it always is going back to the same thing of having the necessary hope in order to build the life that we want. Now the Black-Hearted Oracle messages, it says, it's a devil. He looks good, smells good, feels good, but is going to destroy you in the end. Yeah, the ego card. Number 18, passion is a flame that will consume you. Exactly, so where are you putting your passions? And this is wasteful wanters. So this is urging us that when we get this opportunity, don't squander it, Love yourself enough to change. And that's exactly what this whole reading is telling us, is that we need to love ourselves enough to change, to make the necessary changes. This is what you forgot how to dream, unleash your creativity, and love lights your heart and your way. So move from a space of love. That doesn't have to mean romantic love, but if it is, then congratulations, as I always say. But it doesn't have to be a romantic love. Now, closing guidance, 17, and then breaks down to 18. Okay. Perfection. It says, dream your passion, fly away, go through the hoop of your innermost fears and desires. Meet them and conquer them. What pain from childhood have you not dealt with? Move into the wound of your most secret fears and find the seeds of wisdom that are planted there. Face what upsets you the most. It is a great teacher. Give away whatever is holding you back. Insecurities, ego, fear of failure, or not being loved, fear of being alone, and be reborn into a new state of perfection. Wow, this goes so well with this reading. Number 17, the star. So this is telling us that to have hope, to make optimistic long-term plans, that you're on the right path. Okay. And number 8, love. All you need is love. Rewrite the scary stories that you tell yourself. Create a new vision of your innate beauty. No, which one? It's under here. Okay. Make your sacred shield from the stars and the phases of the moon and define your intent. Be yourself, a beautiful new dream created by your night's flight, and call in your beloved, your soulmate. Your ceremonial feathers are your wings, and your elk horns are your antennae to the ancestors who love you. Your life is a sacred bundle made up of love and your dreams. You become what you think and dream. If you love all that is, you become the great mystery in all things. If you tell yourself a scary story, the world becomes a chimera, clouded from view. Rewrite what you tell yourself as a powerful new vision for sleep at night. Release your dove of peace and let her take your fears out of sight. With new intentions, tie your sacred thoughts to your headdress for your imagined success. You have love so that you may have roses in winter. So this is telling us, no matter what has gone on in the past, please it is urging us, so it's like begging us to love ourselves enough to change, do the necessary work, stop with the old cycles. They're gone. We're the only ones bringing them back because we have undealt with trauma, you know? So I thank you so much for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well. I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.